And we're going. Great, we're going.
Yeah, we're playing the music in the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I assumed we were all listening to the theme song.
I
Yeah,
hear
we're-
nothing.
Oh no.
Oh. Did you have that turned down?
Ultraman.
Well, that sounds about right.
That's a shame.
That's what I
I
was
can hear it
wondering.
just fine.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah,
You
because
can't
it's
hear it.
playing on the jukebox, and other people are hearing it. Do you need
I'm
to
hearing it in
refresh real quick?
D20.
Yeah.
Let me refresh. It just
Yeah,
started
mine needs
as I hit refresh.
Oh my god.
What's the fun without a couple of technical difficulties? Try something new.
I didn't know Gary Brannon was gonna be here.
Don't worry, I think I can cut these few minutes out, so.
If you know, you know.
Absolutely fair.
And if you know, I love you. I presume none of you know.
Nope.
Nope. Oh well. Looks like
So-
I'll have to
so,
educate y'all eventually.
Yeah, if you
So-
want to try playing that again.
Let's try that again.
Is it
Do we want it this
working?
time?
Ultraman, Ultraman, here he comes from the sky.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ultra Q, a brand new campaign set with the system of Monster of the Week, themed around the wonderful works of Subaraya Studios' Ultra Q television series. I'm going to be your GM today, Gray, from the variety of campaigns you can find on this channel. We have a bit of a smaller roster than normal with us, and some interesting characters. We're going to go down the list. TT, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, I'm Junpei Den. I'm what you might call a problem child, or biker punk, or a delinquent, or just generally trouble with a capital T. I learned that in my English classes. One of the few words I learned, that and the swears.
Okay, Joey
I
Wheeler.
don't care much. I don't care much for authority figures, and I don't really like the cops.
Absolutely.
I got this
fair.
sick-ass leather jacket. I use it for motorcycling because the sheer force of driving on a motorcycle actually makes it hard if you're not wearing sturdy clothes.
How many dollars did you steal last time? Was it 1,312?
I don't fucking rob people.
You sure?
Listen, I
Yes.
don't do like that low-level hood shit. Okay?
You entirely missed the joke I was making, didn't you?
I
He's a
did, in
character.
fact, entirely miss the joke you were making, but I'm also the kind of person when they don't
1312. Come on.
when they don't know
So
what
I need
something
to
is
spell it
going
out
on,
for
they just
you.
confidently act. Yeah, you do, because I have fucking numbers at me.
13, 12. You don't like the cops. Come on.
So the
Okay.
cops are unlucky because they're number 13,
No.
or because they sleep with
It's an
12-year-olds.
Carrying
It's an
on.
American thing.
Carrying
Oh.
on. Scatha,
I-
would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. My character is Wanami Wendy Martin. She is an investigative journalist who likes to put her nose where it doesn't belong a lot. And where she hasn't been told to put her nose, because she likes to also piss off her publisher because he's an asshole.
That's absolutely 100% fair. Alrighty, Shady. Would you like to introduce your character very briefly?
Yeah, his name is Aoe. I butchered that, and I apologize. Just call him Oi Sato. He is a reporter who is also a nerd. He wears like a tweed suit, has glasses, standard nerd things.
Standard nerd things. Absolutely fair. And introducing for our crew's first appearance, April. Would you like to introduce your character?
Hi, I'm April, the spaghetti sorceress, and I'll be playing Seira Gondo. She works at an archives for probably a museum or something, and she had a bit of a close encounter with some sort of creature, which no one really believes her, but she's been digging around to find out what in the world that could have been, and what more could there be. Ooh, spooky.
Asking.
I am also Junpei's aunt.
Absolutely fair. Got a
We're
excellent
not
little crew
close.
of
Yeah, that's
investigators.
unfortunate for you.
Yeah. How very unfortunate.
Wow, you guys have a fun family dynamic already. I
Yes,
say, I didn't help set this up.
The family's very fractured in general.
So,
I know what I am.
We kind of all hate each other. It's weird like that.
How the fuck did you do that? Sorry, IRL technical difficulties. We're just going to ignore that for the time being. So, for our first opening arc, we are going to do a little bit fast forwarding from our usual introduction arc. All the characters are very familiar with each other at this point. You at least you know who you are. You know each other, even if it's vaguely. And hold on one second. I have to have the list because names. And Wendy, you had a lead given to you by your head office person, the guy who sends you out on cases. That a dig site over in, I have it written down, near Tanigawa has uncovered an ancient temple. And he was kind of it's not a huge big piece. It's nothing like wartime. It's no high profile thing, but apparently they found some really cool ancient temple. And you have specifically requested your editor several times now that I remember the word editor exists. If anything weird or neat comes up, so he's come to your desk and goes, "Here, I have a case for you. It's an archaeological site, ruins out in Tanigawa. Who knew they were there? Some folks from the university are down over there. They're doing some studying. He passes you a name of a contact, a Dr. Sawa Takechi. And a map that will get you to the town of Tanigawa. The actual ruins, you'll have to probably get more local directions than what he has.
Alright.
And he goes through, like, leans in. It's like nothing really big's going on there, but remember that one hunch. You don't want to get that hunch of like there's a case there, and I send you out just in case, and then usually you get into some shenanigans. I got that hunch.
So you're telling me that I should take more than myself?
If you want to, I mean, probably not safe for you to be traveling alone out to a remote, dusty country town in the middle of the mountains by yourself, but like I said, just feels like something that'd be right up your alley. Why am I talking with the accent?
I don't
Will?
know.
William.
This is on fucking you. I'm fucking consistent with whether or not I'm doing it. You're the one who's fucking catching it somehow.
You must be from Osaka then. Must be
Yeah.
from Osaka.
Who knows?
It's contagious.
Anywho's. And he gives that to you. It's like, give me a story by Monday, or, or if there's not much, there's not much. But better than you just sitting around the office or, pestering police officers in town again.
I don't do that often.
I have had officers come and complain more about you than any other reporter, and I don't know whether to be upset or proud. So go take this case real quick.
All right. You're telling me to
They'll
leave.
get him. Take the case. It'll be fine. It's practically a vacation.
She
What
cuts
could
a
go
look at
wrong?
this guy that's really withering.
And then I want pictures. Pictures of Spider-Man.
And if you get some excellent photos, if you get some good photos, excellent. It should be a good, easy piece. It's probably a forgotten temple. Happens. But,
Happens right in the middle of where they built a town. Of course it does, all the time.
Well, it's outside of the town, but, like, I don't have any other directions besides it's in Tanigawa. But there is a general store over there, and they've probably been giving supplies to the folks out at the dig site, so might not be a bad place to hit up for a good, proper location.
Sounds good. Right. She'll take the map and the directions, and does Shady's character work at the same place I do, or does he work somewhere else?
That's a good question. Where do you work, Shadsworth?
See, I may have completely dropped the ball on like character background and
I
whatnot.
thought you were an independent reporter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like you sort of run a blog.
hmm Let's go with that.
Alright.
There you go. The equivalent. You run small pieces. You're a freelance reporter. That's
Mhm.
more common in these more primitive times, quote unquote, because this is big. Since it's Ultra Q, it's 20th century X, 19XX.
Okay.
We're not going to go more specific than that.
Well, I'm gonna go find him and see if he wants in on this.
Tencent is brand new.
See if he wants in on this, the story or not.
All right, it sounds like a plan. Speaking of which, hey, oi, what are you doing right now?
Doing some book learning in the library.
Like a
Awesome.
nerd.
Oh, at a
Mhm.
library, you say?
Yeah, we're in the before times. They're still
no, I
giving
mean-
libraries funding.
Well, yes, but like, where's this library? Is it at a large museum or a national sort of? Is it a national library? Is it a local?
I'm guessing it's just like public library. Just
That's
doing
fair.
some general reading of like past articles and stuff like that.
I mean, that's fair. Your local public library generally has a really good history of antique articles and things like that. Given the fact that my old public library used to have articles that went back to the 1880s somehow. Not gonna ask how they got microfilm for that. It's none of my business.
That is remarkable.
We had a very old newspaper, to be fair. Yes, you're doing research at the library. Does anyone else want to be at the library while
I
this
could
is
probably
happening?
be at the library. I mean, my specialty is in archives.
Excellent.
Archival study, you know.
I am
That's
taking
why I
down
was
notes.
asking, after all.
I am taking down some notes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wait. Fuck! I don't have notes!
That's so bad. Let's not get into that joke because then we'd have to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never know when he strikes.
I have pencils to write down notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back. So I am just going to take down this note real quick. So Kondo, you work at the Central City Public Library.
Mm-hmm. Archives
Because-
department.
Yes.
Probably digging through the microfilm as we speak.
Awesome.
Also great. Prepare for a pin. Yeah, it's not my. It's just because. Sorry, I'm just announcing to another server.
Oh, you're
advertising the
fine.
stream.
Just make sure you're not watching the stream as it's happening.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not. I'm just basically copying the link.
No, that's absolutely fair. Not that you'd see anything. Scath, I
Yeah,
can't
no,
see my
no
screen.
worries. I'm just.
You're good. Anywho,
Yeah.
so you're working as the archivist. Shady, I am going to ask Oe, what story are you researching? What are you looking for?
I'm pondering. Probably something in regards to like failing road work and how, for whatever reason, there have been more potholes in roads than notable.
Maybe it's
Because
related.
it's causing more like car breakage, and just one even managed to cause an accident, and it's something that should be looked into.
I would reckon that car breakage all counts as accidents. Something's going wrong.
Exactly.
Something's going wrong. Maybe.
Yes.
I still have my hunches, basically,
Perhaps.
and that's
Perhaps
why I'm still looking through microfilm to see if there's any reports from way back when, of like over like at least going back 100 years. Anything from the Ottawa Castle region.
Absolutely fair. You're not gonna find a lot in the newspaper records of it. You'll find like an occasional like ghost story published around fall times, but like they're more like sensational stories. There's not a whole lot of truth to them, as far as you can tell.
I'd imagine so. Maybe some tales about like some folk banishment method or some way.
I don't know if you have anything quite like that. Those would be more in
Of
historical.
course, I mean just more like in the
records.
folk tales, is what I'm saying. Like
Yes.
some wave some sage grass in front of things' eyes or whatever. I don't know.
Rooster/editor. And as you guys are doing your research, the door opens up to the archives, because we will say, for the sake of Wendy, this is the first time you've had to track Oi down in the archives.
She BRB'd.
Oh, that's absolutely. Oh,
Back.
you're back. Just
Okay.
literally timed that half a second a little too late. So they're looking through the archives together, which is fair because they are, friends,
Mhm.
according to the character. Oh wait, no, you're friends with Oi. I'm looking at the wrong sheets. Sorry.
How dare you?
Since you're friends with Oi, you know that he's often in the archives hunting down a scoop for something, looking through papers from the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And as you enter to find him, you also find Saria.
Sarah.
Sarah. It will be fine. I will get the names down. I can't even pronounce my guys' names correctly half the time. Who you will recognize from saving you after an investigation underneath Odawara Castle.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna pause at the doorway very briefly and kind of like think back to what my editor just said. It's like, I have a hunch some shit's gonna go down. I'm like, oh, okay. That kind of shit. Because I'm seeing the person that literally just told me not too long ago that there was some sort of monster under the castle.
Yeah, it happens. So what's this about a hunch?
Oh, that was her thinking. So
Oh, sorry. Sorry, whoops. My bad.
it's all right.
Sorry, first time.
You're fine.
You're all good. So
Yeah.
she'll walk up and pat Oi on the back and go, I might have something. Jesus. Calm down. Have you not gotten that blood pressure medicine that I recommended you go and ask about?
It was hard to work at the appointment, okay? I'm working on it.
Just shakes her head at you. Might be lucky that I've run into you as well, because it might be serendipitous. It's not supposed to be anything exciting, but you don't find a ruined... Like, did they say what kind of ruins it was, or just ruins?
They found a large set of ruins in the jungle, in the forests of Tonaguchi. They didn't quite say what, though you do recall specifically your boss mentioning temple.
It's not always the case that that somebody finds a large ruined temple in the middle of a forest, in the middle of nowhere. So, this smells like something weird, right? I'm not alone in that?
It's worth a shot. I mean,
It's your accent, Shady.
it's going to keep changing. I
I
can tell you that
no,
much.
you gotta stick with that. You gotta stick with that fucking
Shady,
that,
Shady,
that
might
fucking Ed Gwynn fucking voice you just did.
do the voice again. Do the voice again. I need to figure out whether you sound like a Centauri from Babylon 5 or not.
I mean, I don't know. I think I'm, like, incorporating some, like, Candy King in here. Have some candy.
You sound like Wanda Malari.
It's worth a shot, I suppose.
You sound like Wanda Malari without the check.
You know,
New Jersey instead.
I'm not gonna copy that accent, so I'll take it. That's fine.
Oh, you know. Wait, they do the things.
It's worth a shot. Let's go.
And like, it's not unheard of that ruins are suddenly discovered, but it does raise an eyebrow. Is this a well-mapped forest?
No, apparently not.
Intriguing.
The best that he could do was offer me this map to the closest place, which was... What was it again?
Tanaguchi. I'm about to put the name in. Hold on, let me see where I put the name down.
And that's like
actually
basically a backwater, from what I'm gathering.
Yeah,
Lovely.
it's out in the country. Okay, so that's not the mystery. That's not the mystery. That's not the mystery. That's the mystery. Tenigawa. Apologies.
Tenigawa. So in Tenigawa.
Interesting.
And I don't suppose you would know anything about. I know that you work in the archives.
I could go look for something. I mean, these archives are there's a lot. Which I could look under ruins. I could look under.
Just
What was the name of the mountain again? Tanigawa.
Tenigawa.
I could look under that. Something about mountains.
Alrighty. So I need you to roll me, Syra, a investigate a mystery.
Fun. Okay. Sharp default. Okay, fun. No plus minus forward. Submit. 9. Mixed success.
Okay. So you got a 9, so you get a hold of 1. So usually this is used when you have a creature identified. So some of these questions will not be quite as relevant. What happened here? Where did it go? Would be like, where did the temple go? Is there any record of the temple existing? Pick one of the questions we can.
What was it a temple to?
What was it a temple to? We'll use that as a what is being concealed here equivalent.
I would say so. That's what I was gonna. Did you just close that for me?
Yes.
I'm never gonna get used to that.
I have control over all of the character sheets. This is my
know.
machine. Exterminate.
Exterminate!
Anywho, no, there will not be any dialects appearing in this game.
Oh, I know,
Long
I
system.
know. It's just.
So you don't quite find exactly what this temple was assembled for, or what it was. You do find a little bit of proof of it, like in an old footnote of an ancient list of temples, like from a book that's barely a book anymore, that is like protective bound.
Yeah, like the whole thing is laminated, and you literally need to take it into like one of those vacuum-proof chambers.
But it does
with the
catch
gloves.
Yeah, well, not that. Probably not that fancy. This is like the.
I know.
19XX.
I know. I'm just like joking.
I know what you're saying. But as you're doing it, the reason it catches your eye is in particular because you have your focus of the mysterious creature that you found running around, half invisible beneath the ruins of Otogawa Castle. For here too, at Tanigawa's temple, the one near Tanigawa. It mentions sealing an evil away. But this is also simultaneously a text that talks about, like, dragons existing, and, like, there was this one giant skeleton back at this date, and, like, those are just way too fantastical.
I mean, dragons existing. I mean, I did see a big lizard the size of a very large swine. I think it looked like as big as a boar.
But the text that you find this reference in, which is, as far as you can tell, taking some time to actually look it up, is the only text that references this temple. So this is an old temple. Is that it was used to seal an ancient evil and left to be sealed, not to be disturbed. But we're talking about a text that is really old. You're not finding like anything more recent than mentioning like this was the last footnote of it before it was erased from history.
Yeah, I figured as much. So I plonk the book down on the table where Oi and Wendy are standing around, open to the open to that page and point to it. So basically, this is all I could find. At least we know that there was something here. There was a temple, but like mentions of it are very few and far between. I don't know what we'll find, if anything, but at least we know there was something here. There was a temple at Tanagaba Mountain.
This is the one that they found, and she's gonna point to the line that says "Seal the ancient evil inside," and she like taps it and goes, "I hope that line doesn't come and bite us in the ass."
Yeah, me either. Like honestly, you and me both know that shit's real out there, right?
They're gonna dig up something that's gonna eat their bones, aren't they?
Yeah, eat their bones or worse.
You still want to go away?
Might as well.
It's gonna be bad for your heart, you know.
If I die, I die. It beats falling into a pothole.
You still on about
Yeah.
the potholes away?
Yes! They're a public nuisance. They have to be dealt with.
Well, yeah, but till the provisional government, like in the city here, like gets its act together, like
That's what
I
I'm
don't know,
trying
like-
to do. They told me, get evidence, it will help you.
look, ever since the mayor got busted for racketeering, shit's been sideways here. Like, do you really expect them to get their act together after like 2 months? Like, come
Yes,
on.
I'm pretty sure a car lost an entire wheel from falling into one of those.
That was your car.
Was it from 9?
Exactly. All the more reason it needs to be dealt with.
Your car is a beater.
And yet it keeps on moving.
Yes, as beaters usually do. And last I heard, it was operating pretty fine when you rolled into the parking lot with 3 wheels.
It shouldn't. It's the thing. And what happens if some rinky-dink car hits a pothole? That thing will be totaled.
Like one of those Peel imports from London or whatever. Like, come on.
An imported car.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are. and
they've got
it's
those
been
tiny
close.
little rinky-dink things for like one person. They're like
I know, it's
ridiculous.
It's just London import cars.
An Uno reverse card.
Hold on, I got a
It's
video
like
for
one of
that.
those, it's one of those most ridiculous little rinky-dink mobiles. Like you should get a bike. Honestly, a bike would suit your needs.
Hold on, I got a video
So-
for that.
Plus, with the
Wendy's
bike,
gonna-
you can drive around the pothole. Come on.
Wendy-
Why do you have a video, Shady?
Because it's the dumbest fucking car.
That's what I was referencing.
Hey!
That, like I said, the fucking Peel cars. It's a Peel P50.
Wendy's gonna be back there, like, in that pose that TT drew her in with her hand holding her
Oh my
chin.
god. Oh my god, they started remanufacturing them. No way!
Should we find somebody who might be a little less inch gestures to all of us?
Of a nerd?
I
Yes,
just sigh.
slight-
I just sigh and.
If
Does anyone
something's
have a
going to
few
eat my bones, I would like to. It to
Wendy, honey, do you have a few yen for the phone?
not. I should, yes. She's gonna dig in her pocket.
Thanks.
Do you know somebody?
Yeah. Ugh, God. My nephew.
Lightning strikes, thunder crashes.
It's sunny! What?
You're in. More importantly,
Where's
you're
the
in a.
rain?
You're in a building, Shady. There is. There's
You're in
windows.
You're
There's
specifically in the
windows.
You're in the archives. This is where the thing's built like a concrete bunker. We're in the 19XX. There's a solid chance this is in fact a bunker in emergency situations.
Yeah, someone's playing a recording in the nearby room.
Oh, fuck's sake.
God damn it, Shady. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
Kensuke!
No.
No, come.
Ken's...
Damn it, Shady.
You son of a motherfucker. I'll go
God
get him
damn
real
it.
quick. Hold on.
Shady.
There you go. Get back in here. You don't get out of that easy.
Kensuke, what did I tell you about not using headphones? Just yell.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm literally your boss.
I'm a patron, not an employee.
Since when? You've been working here since last month.
I have?
Yes! God.
I haven't seen a paycheck, so I'm calling bullshit.
It's coming here.
Also,
Check your...
it's a library.
I walk over to Kensuke and just pause the phonograph with the fucking record player. Kensuke, it should come in the mail literally tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Why are you paying me once a month? Who does that?
Mr. Ogashira pays me once a month. It's a pretty good check. Trust
Is
me on
he?
this. He's my boss. He runs the library. Come on.
Writing that down
I'm-
for future weaponization. Okay, fine.
I'm your
I'll go get
boss,
some
but
fucking
he's my
headphones.
boss. So yeah,
I'll
just
go get some headphones.
just
God,
Sorry that you spooked.
I
your
don't even
friends
know I
over
was
here.
working here. He
You're really
wanders
good
off.
You're really good at organization. Just
He
do your
wanders
thing.
off. He's gone. Did
I-
not
I-
stick
I just-
around.
I just go back to my pals like, okay, Wendy gave me the yen, right?
Yeah, I gave you a yen for the
Yeah.
telephone.
I'm gonna call my nephew. He's a character. I mean, have I ever told you how much my sisters hate each other, and they hate me, and they hate themselves. Like I hate them.
That sounds like a fun family reunion that you're never going to.
Yeah, we have one once a year. It's hell.
There's a look on her face like, why though? Literally, why though?
Family obligations. My dad, he's old. His birthday, yeah. But my sister Tsubasa, she her son Junpei, he doesn't like. He's not like us. He's kind of the opposite. I'll give him a phone. So I go over to the phone the phone booth, like on the opposite side of the room, like near kind of near the front entrance.
Yes.
Like and call his home. Hopefully he's there. It's like his mom is like calling basically his sister Subhasa. Hopefully trying to get in touch with Junpei and all that. Yeah.
Okay,
Ring,
so
ring,
you
ring,
go
ring.
to the phone, you ring the phone number, and we're going to cut over to Junpei, who
Alright,
is
I'm gonna-
very
I'm gonna-
clearly.
I'm in a
Oh,
back
God.
alley. I got a fucking shopping bag full of stolen hubcaps. And there's
Back
another
alley,
dude-
presumably behind your home, because I'm calling your home number.
there's another thug. I'm like, all right, you got the tar and gravel? Yep.
Oh God, what?
All right, here's the hubcaps. I'll take that. What are you doing business with you?
Wait, are you
What you
fixing
doing
the
business?
potholes? Oh my God, good Samaritan.
Good
I-
Samaritan punk.
The man who has a questionable amount of tar and asphalt and a large trench coat with a hat and maybe glowing eyes nods and goes, "Pleasure doing business with you,"
In an Osaka
and Trump
dialect.
and trundles off.
I don't know
And
what
the
you're
door,
saying. This never happened.
and as he trundles off and cuts around the corner, a door opens up, and there is very clearly the guy who's operating the soda fountain of the local punks who are too young to drink alcohol. Goes, "Oi, you got phone for you."
Junpei, you got a phone for you. You mean
Ma, why are you trying to sound Irish?
The man who's very clearly a tired, depressed man, like, "Stop calling me your mother. Your phone. Someone's on the phone for you."
You're acting like my mother. You're calling me in for a fucking phone call.
Says it's a relative. You told me if
Oh,
that happens to make you know, be aware before they show up.
All right.
I remember last time your mother came, and he just like shuts the door.
surpasses one mean of a Hubbard.
I finished taking a drag of my cigarette, cough some more. That's right. We got a diegetic explanation for my allergies tonight. And I go inside and take the whole. All right, yeah. What do you want?
Hey, Junpei.
Oh fuck. Okay, so what happened? One of them die?
No, unfortunately.
Jesus, you're talking about a family.
Yeah, and you know our family.
Yeah, but still.
Look, I like Dad, but my sisters.
Okay, I don't want to hear your life story. What's the purpose of this fucking phone call? I'm kind of in the middle of something. I got a
Look.
great big fucking bucket of tar right now.
Oh, you're fixing the potholes.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
Hey, oi! My little nephew's fixing the potholes. My little punk nephew.
Yeah, I didn't say that. For all you know, I'm gonna dump this in someone's fucking head. What the fuck is the purpose of this call?
We need your help. We got a little You
So
wanna
the
take a trip out?
family needs Junpei's help.
No, not the family.
The fucking
me-
prodigal son. You need the prodigal son to bail the family out for once.
God, Junpei, would you just shut up for a second? I'm not done speaking. Me and two of my friends, we're trying to figure something out. That's way back in fucking the mountains out west.
Uh-huh.
You want to get out and use you got the street smarts between us. You got the street smarts. You're better at this than us.
So you need someone with urban street smarts to go out in the mountains.
Well, you know, it's like there's dangerous shit out there.
Oh, okay. So by street smarts, you mean being able to hit shit.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what exactly? Like, are we gonna be fighting fucking bears? What's going on with this?
I mean, there might be, but there might be some sort of like we're gonna be investigating like some sort of weird temple shit. Like we don't know if there's gonna be like some like tweaker guys out there, like like hiding in the mountains, like getting off on some nonsense.
Okay. When are you thinking of going on this fucking whatever this is?
Hold on, let me ask. Hey, oi, Wendy. When are you thinking?
Soon, as soon as possible.
Soon as possible.
All right, let me finish this fucking business I got with Tar, and then I'll fucking. Where the fuck are you? Where are we meeting?
Let's you know,
docks.
well, I mean, we could meet at the docks, but like, there's the old road looking out over the bay, you know. Like, you know where the cliffs are, and there's that road.
The
It's just-
aptly
it's-
named Lookout Point.
Yeah, exactly. Lookout Point.
Yeah, we can meet at Lookout Point.
Yeah, it's always got a good view.
No one in this family can fucking name things. They always gotta be like, oh, you know the fucking road to the place?
Sorry, I got a lot in my mind. Like, he's ever
Mm,
since
no.
that fucking trip to fucking Otomar Castle, you know.
I don't, and I don't care about it. I'll meet you at fucking Lookout
Yeah.
Point.
Yeah,
I'm not
Lookout
bringing
Point,
the
like,
gun.
You might wanna.
I'm not fucking bringing the gun.
No one's gonna care.
We're in fucking Japan. They're gonna care quite a bit.
Well, none of us are gonna care.
Yeah, but if the cops catch us doing whatever fucking shit you and your fucking
We'll take my
hippie
car.
friends
I'll
are into.
We'll take my car. I'll drive responsibly. Just hide it under your seat.
You're talking about breaking and entering into a temple.
It's an abandoned temple.
Yeah, it's
It's
still
been abandoned
fucking
for like
proper.
100
That's still fucking. I'm
It's
not
been
taking the
abandoned
gun.
for
I will
100 years.
I will fucking meet you with the car at fucking Lookout
No,
Point.
I'm taking my car.
Oh, we're taking your car.
Yeah, I'm taking my car. We'll
Okay, that's
take it
better.
up to fucking yeah. Like I
'Cause
said,
I don't
I'll
want to
drive.
fucking cover the gas or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, don't worry, I got the money. Archivist pay bills.
All right, see you at Lookout Point in like a couple hours or so.
Yeah, 2 hours. Be there, be square.
You fucking call me a square again, you'll fucking see what happens.
Well, you're gonna be there, right? Well, you better be there, right?
He hangs up.
Yeah, he'll be there.
I will point out that this is a character change that was rapidly decaying in the conversation of the polite archivist to the arguing family member.
That's just how it goes.
Look.
Yeah.
I have 2 modes basically, you know.
I just like that the not Jersey accent just subtly came out more and more the more we talked.
We're from Osaka. It's what happens.
That very clearly in the earlier scenes you were trying to hide it, and then
When the shits were gone, it's like full Jersey.
My accent comes out when I'm angry.
Exactly.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I
You
get
wouldn't like me when I'm
Jersey in.
nice either. I'm just that kind of a bastard.
Hey, you're making a whole joke around someone whose last name is Banner. You
I'm
wouldn't
joking.
like me when I'm angry.
I'm gonna be honest, I just don't really fucking like you.
Oh, come on!
You're always talking about how our family's shit. I'm part of that family.
I mean, I was making
I may
a
be the
remark-
family
I was-
disappointment, but
I
like,
was making
come
an out of
on.
character remark there, okay? But yeah, the fucking family would fucking at each other's throats except for our dad, you know? It's like, he raised us.
You
Mom's
mean,
gone, you know.
you mean grandpa?
Well, he's your
Yeah.
grandpa.
We don't share a dad.
I know, but I call him dad.
We're cousins.
No, I'm your aunt.
Yeah, it's like a type of cousin. Don't get off my fucking case.
Whatever.
You guys hung up. I'm assuming this is the camera transition between you guys at the library to now in the vehicle driving down the roads.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the backseat conversation.
Yeah, that, and I mean, I'm driving and all that, you know.
Alright, so I fucking know my fucking auntie here. Who the fuck are the rest of yous?
Yeah, this guy is Oi. We call him Oi, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
You
pretty
just say Oi, and he'll perk right up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we met when I asked you some delinquent questions or something
I
like
fucking
that.
remember that. I was like, holy shit, is that your real voice?
Mhm. It was a tragic accident.
I think his mom was Dutch.
It was a tragic accident.
Lord pity. out. All right.
You're welcome.
I think his mom was Dutch.
Oh God damn it.
Pennsylvania Dutch from the States or something. I don't know.
No, she was Irish.
Oh boy.
Okay,
And
then.
this lovely lass here sitting next to me in the shotgun seat, that's Wendy.
She turns and looks in the back, and she just kind of looks at him and raises an eyebrow, because you know that you've seen her before. She's not
I
gonna
look
bring
in
it
the
up.
rearview. I look in the rearview mirror, like at Junpei's face, like you two know each other too. What else are y'all not been
I
telling
haven't
me?
fucking met any of your nerd friends. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Who the fuck is this lady?
Well,
She's a reporter.
yeah, she's a reporter.
Alright.
We're all
She's
devolving into
with
the action.
International World News, you know.
I'm not devolving. I find a perfect barrier between accent and non-accent.
She's a reporter with International World News, you know. Local branch, you know.
They
A lot
send,
of a famous like international columnists. Like, come on.
they tend to send me out to the weirder things.
Yeah. And that's where we're going! I brought snacks.
They are very hard to eat, as the road has long since stopped being pavement and is now mostly just dirt with
Yeah,
potholes.
we're going sort of out of the way, you know. We still got a bit to drive to where the road ends.
As you begin winding up the mountain paths, the peaks
It's
do
like-
seem to kind of close up in on you.
Ooh.
In general,
I'm just driving
the-
slowly because like
Mount
these cliffs are
Tanigawa,
not nice.
Mount Tanigawa is kind of remote in its nature. It is
Mhm.
nestled in the equivalent of the Japanese Alps.
Yep. So I saw
and-
on Wikipedia it's like west
Yes.
West Japan. It's been a long drive.
Let me narrate, April, please.
Okay, hold on. I need to use the restroom too. Sorry.
But as you start winding your way up through the mountains, the trees close in on you. The peaks themselves almost seem to arc inwards, kind of creating this feeling of isolation, which matches the rough road as you go down. But after several minutes, I'm gonna say about 10 to 15, having left the pavement to the dirt road, you do eventually pull up into the village of Tanigawa, which shares the name with the mountain because it's not like there's a whole lot of other people
Mhm.
there.
I'm just gonna just want to preface this. I'm going to step away from the keyboard for a moment. I need to use
Yes.
a loo.
I heard.
It's like
I'm just
after when you're
I'm
done
going
with
to-
your narration is the thing.
Yes. You don't have to announce it. You can always just type it in chat.
Okay, sorry.
No,
You're
you're
fine.
good. You're new. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
know.
The village of Tanigawa is very small. There is a handful of pretty much houses and a couple of lanes. The biggest thing that you can see that doesn't look like a house is something that says across the sign Tanigawa General Store. There is a small fuel pump that is on an actual concrete slab out there. Probably when they put the actual fuel pumps into it. There's a building. There seems to be a shop. Windows across it show a couple aisles of shelving. There seems to be a logging station towards the southeast side of town, which would make sense. This area is very rich in its lumber, despite, not being the most accessible. Or maybe because it's not so accessible, it hasn't quite seen the deforestation of other regions. And as you pull at a stop near the pumps, there aren't a whole lot of people out and about, though there is, in fact, an old lady.
Okay, now I'll be right back. Just so I
That's
just wanted to
sitting
hear that.
in a chair, in a little rocking chair, going back and forth. And we're talking old. I'm talking about. She looks like the equivalent of a raisin of a human being. She's probably in her 90s.
Fuck, look at that granny.
Oh, people always have interesting things to say. She's gonna get out and.
Mm-hmm. Oi will follow, holding and he'll be casually taking out a notepad and pen.
She's just kind of quietly rocking back and forth. So after you approach, in a withered, old, tired voice, she's like, "Hello? Who is there?" I have one old person voice. This is what you're going to get.
Back, by the way.
Yay! So, um, hello, ma'am. My name is Wendy. I was wondering if I could
Oh.
ask you a few questions about the area.
Like she kind of like squints and trying to see forward. It's like, are you one of those fancy Americans?
No, ma'am. Wendy's just my nickname.
That's fine. I'm blinder than a bat anymore.
Don't let the blonde hair fool ya.
I can't see it anyway. So what do you need, young ones? Why do you come to Tanagawa? Are you here for lumber? Or maybe a delivery for my daughter?
Well, we were wondering if, with all the fuss up here lately, if you could tell us anything about this temple they supposedly found?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. She gives us her head creaks almost as she nods because she's just so old. Tiny ancient person who lives in chair.
Creaky old person bones, yeah, I get it.
Yes, I enjoy giving the funny descriptions. Oh yes, those researchers who found the ancient temple, the ones who have doomed us all to death. It will be fine. I have lived a good life. Do not worry.
Can you tell me more about this doomed to death thing? What do you mean?
Oh, you see, come closer, child. Come closer.
I'm
She,
just
like,
listening in. I'm just listening in, sort of from a
So-
distance.
The temple up in the mountain, it is cursed. It holds ancient evil. It was sealed long ago by our ancestors 1,000 times over, its location forgotten, and now some bigwigs from another town have come to restore the temple and threaten us all with the return of Gramula.
Gramula.
Yes, Gramula. And she just starts chanting it, and the door opens to the shop. And you see a very tired, middle-aged woman be like, "Mother, stop it!" Like, grab a broom and kind of gently smack her grandmother with it.
Jesus
And the
Christ.
grandmother's just just like a gentle pats, because she's old, but you see the old woman laughing like, we're all doomed. She's like, stop driving my customers away with nonsense and old tales of a half forgotten mind. My mind's sharper than yours. I know where your son went, and he's off doing nasty things. Yes, he's a child. He will do those things. You babied him too much and you've doomed us all! You can express your disappointment in the younger generations other than doom those things. My apologies. I am Nakata Ihono. I run the general store.
Bowing a little, give a little bow of respect.
Nice
Is
to
there
meet
anything I can do to help you?
you.
We don't-
I don't
We
want
don't
to,
get a whole lot of visitors up here.
want to upset your mother anymore, so if you would, could we come inside and ask some questions? I'm afraid
course,
that was
we gotta-
awful.
Yeah, we-
It's fine. She's been doing it to almost every person who's come up to the counter since the researchers have come. No worries. Come in, come in. She brings you in, and there's several aisles of just kind of basic goods, ranging from there's foods that are mostly dry goods, tools, basic utility things, bits and baubles that you would need if you were going to be living up in a small mountain shack in the middle of nowhere. You know, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I presume we all follow her in.
I don't know.
I mean,
about
if you
two.
want to stay out and try to interview the grandmama, you're more than welcome to.
I think we
But
got.
she is just kind of going, doom, doom and misery. So if you're going to try to talk to
Well, I
her...
mean, I'm
Junpei's gonna watch the grandma with fascination.
Fair enough.
Ah.
well. I think I may as well talk to the grandma.
Yeah.
Oi,
So-
what do you want to do?
I'll follow Wendy in. Also,
Okay, split the party.
also, I was just found out or just told this, but I'm leaving at 9:30. I'm sorry for such short notice, but it was literally just sprung on me.
Oh no.
That shit happens. Sorry.
Okay.
So we've
So
got
we
like,
will
Yeah.
do, there will be an episode 1.5. It happens.
hmm
Still
Thanks,
only old lady
Grandma.
voice.
Do not worry, I have powers over the ghosts that live in your television.
Yeah? How'd you get those?
They're not much different than the ghosts that live in the temples.
she
They
bought it from
talk the same
QVC.
way.
QVC.
It's a late night special. She bought it from QVC.
Bought it
No, I mean the
Anyway.
powers. How'd you get these powers?
Oh, I bought them from QBC. Late night special. I don't sleep much, young man. I look
In any
forward to the
case,
death of Gromula that brings us upon us all.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
Tell me more about that.
Hey, hold on. I thought you were going in with Wendy.
No, I'm fucking staying out here talking to the grandma.
I was
Oh,
coming in.
you,
with you.
you're going. Oh, fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
going in with Wendy.
Sorry, I mixed up your microphone qualities.
Do not worry. It will be fine. He is an old monster. He is most likely probably dead. But
Yeah?
he could
How'd that
also
happen?
Oh, so it was long ago. Back before I even existed. So you know it was old as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Grandma
my kind of grandma.
old. I am old, and our doom comes for us all. It is okay. You learn in these perspectives. Do not worry. You will have time, young lady, and pats your hand. You will have time. Maybe
Aw.
if Romula doesn't kill us all.
Let's hope
But
it doesn't.
Back in the days of ancient Japan, not too long after the days of Orochimaru.
The fucking guy from Naruto?
Naruto doesn't exist yet.
Oh.
No, the 8-headed dragon
Shit.
that the Susanoo fought. You know that guy. That Orochimaru. The big scary one.
Yes.
The mountains here, including Mount Tanigawa,
One,
were
this
held by
mountain.
a fearsome and terrible beast, during the name of Gromula. Because I am apparently really bad at coming up with names. We're not going to go into that.
No, we are.
Whose gaze would turn people to stone, killing them and turning them into dust. No one could live in the mountains. It was taking even the spirits in the small kami.
And how did you
So-
guys end up here? Because this is the mountains.
I'm getting there, young one. Stop rushing me. I am old.
Yeah, let the
Sorry.
grandma talk.
Sorry. I'm just.
Don't
curious.
worry. And we are getting there. Do not worry. And some of the best, what's the word? Note, I am not the most studied on Japanese folklore, so I'm going to be using priests. So the priests
came in droves and lured Gramula into a trap, sealing him away in a cavern in the mountain, creating a temple to warn others, and then to forget the temple so that no one could awaken the evil that was Gramula. And then some fancy bigwigs came in from a university or whatever the fuck that is.
Mm.
So it's like
Trespass on
Gramula,
sacred land.
is Gramula like one of those horny guys, with the fucked up faces?
I think he's talking about.
His
I think he's
Gramula,
a monster, like a proper.
Yeah,
Like,
like one of the
uh,
horny guys with the fucked up faces.
Oh, you
The
mean
big clubs?
dude, kid?
Gramula's.
You learn nothing from. You learn nothing from your mother.
No.
They're called Oni. Literally,
Gramula's
3 letters, 2
visage.
syllables. It's so easy to remember. Come on.
Well, first of all, we don't have 3 letters. We'd have kanji, and it would be
Well,
2.
Gramula was so horrific that no one recorded his visage. The priests that sealed him had to blind themselves to seal him away. Now, whether
So he's a
whether
real
that was
uggo.
apparently, yes, that is what I've been told. No one has seen him. He's been sealed away, slumbering in the mountain.
All right. Any other cool shit that you've heard about recently you want to talk about?
I saw a wolf.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
What was it doing?
Yeah.
eating the garbage.
Yeah? Good
Yeah, it
garbage?
happens.
It ate from the garbage for a while, then came up to me and sniffed me. That was kind of neat. I thought another bigwig came up a while ago and said all the wolves were dead, and I called horse shit. I see wolves all the time, and lo and behold, there was a wolf. And that was 4 days ago. To put it in perspective, the wolf population would be extinct at this point in Japan.
Yeah, and I would know this, but I would hope. Would I roll for this?
No. A Monster of the Week is not as roll heavy as other games.
Okay, good. I would know this. Huh. Hey, hey, Junpei, come here.
Yeah?
Did you know
Hey,
that
listen.
wolves have been extinct on Honshu for kind of a long time?
No kidding.
Yeah,
No,
they've
this
been
state lady's like fucking full on batshit
They've been
crazy.
extinct since the No. Look. Can I think I'll point out some little tracks that look a little bit. They look like dog tracks. A little
And
bigger.
they're not much bigger, but they
Not much
look
bigger,
like
but,
dog. They look like dog tracks.
Yeah,
You can like see in the village there are a couple of dogs walking around.
yeah. But they're all quite a bit smaller.
They're just dogs.
Okay. But she's also crazy as shit, and I want to hear her talk some more.
I mean, yeah, but you know, could be something weird going on.
Young
Sure,
man,
sure.
Young man, come over here.
I gotta hear some more crazy shit. Okay, we'll talk
Okay,
later.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Let me
don't
tell
worry.
you about the time I decapitated a soldier.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Tell me how you chop someone's head off.
Boy, she
Now
was in
going
war.
now, bouncing from that to the other two characters who went into
Yes, please.
the Wendy and Oi. So you've gone in. There's some shelves decorating. She goes back behind the counter. And she's like, "So how can I help you? Are you needing supplies for a hiking trip up into the mountains?"
Possibly we will, because I'm a reporter for the
International World Press.
International World Press. Thank you. My brain blanked completely.
No worries. Or is it news?
And
We're gonna call it press because why the fuck not?
Okay.
we're actually here to report on the finding of the temple itself, and we just asked a
United
question.
World News. God damn it.
We asked a question outside, and I'm afraid we did upset your grandmother. I'm very sorry.
It's fine. She's going senile in her old age. I would be spending more time taking care of her, but I also have to run the shop. So, I apologize if she startled you with her saying the world is going to end. Last time she said that the world was ending, was when somebody came up here with an automobile, and she thought it was a mythical creature come to life to eat her and take her toenails for some reason.
Oh no.
There was no bother. Actually, her story was sort of fascinating. I'm on the side. I do like those sort of folk tales and myths, things like that. But we are here for a serious story about the temple. So if there's anything you could tell us,
Uh, sure. A couple of professors came out here, about a week or two ago. Said they had tracked down a location of a forgotten Shinto shrine up in the mountains. Uh, Apparently, it was more than just a small shrine. More people came about a week ago, and occasionally they come down to get supplies. I often have my son go up and run them to them. Um, my son, Seto, he's actually probably up running. You just went up a little while ago to run some supplies. Some supplies. If you've been here about an hour or two earlier, you might have been able to get to them.
no worries.
But it's a bit of a rough drive, but it's about, I'd say maybe an hour, hour and a half hike. Since they've had so many researchers come in and out, you just go up, follow the road up about a half a mile. There will be a tree with a white band wrapped around it, and just follow the white bands around trees in a northeasterly direction up to the mountain. If you reach a sheer cliff face going into an abyss, or a 200-foot drop, that is not the right way. You need to turn around.
Gone too far. Okay.
Yes. And generally, when you get close enough, you'll be able to actually see and hear their campsite. So, just in case if you get lost. Here, do you have a map?
I do have a map, and she'll hand it over.
And you hand it over, and she starts to make a very rough sketch of the path you need to follow. And as she passes it back, she's like, "Do you think this is because I don't get out a whole bunch since I'm busy running the shop here? Do you think this will bring in people with the discovery of a long forgotten temple?
It's quite
Get some
possible.
tourism?"
Quite
At the
possible.
very least, it will draw some eyes, and people will be curious about it.
And since we're doing a piece on it, there will be more people seeing it. So, who knows how many people you get?
Good, good. That's good. Uh, as you can tell, we're a bit of a sleepy little town. We don't get a whole lot of business, so anything to help keep us afloat would be very appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Um, just out of curiosity, because it's a silly pastime of mine. What is there any more to this myth of your grandmother's? It sounded like a very fun little story. If you don't mind.
She sighs and shakes her head. There's not. How much did you hear?
Just that the world was going to end because of Gramular?
Yeah, he brings death, destruction.
Bone eating, I'm sure.
No bone eating, unfortunately. Back in the day, we had a history of once maintaining a temple far back in our family lineage. Most of those written records no longer exist and are now stuck in the failing mind of my aging mother. But there was a legend that goes that a terrible monster, Gromula, was sealed away and a temple was built to keep him sealed. And our ancestors would give him small statues as offerings to keep him appeased. And eventually, enough statues were garnered, and the temple was left to be forgotten by order of some emperor who was what? Like I said, the written records don't exist anymore.
Well, and she kind of giggles like she's making a little joke that as long as those researchers are here and those statues stay, then we shouldn't have anything to worry about for Gromula, right? Like she's sharing a joke with her.
And she laughs back and she's like, "No, I don't think we'll have anything to do with it. The mountains
Yeah.
are quiet, ominous, sure, but quiet."
Oi just casually goes and knocks on one of the shelves.
Knock on wood.
hmm
Roll me a weird.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Ooh, fun.
Shady and weird rolls. These are interesting.
I know, that's why I said weird.
Fun fact, I actually have a minus to my weird with this character.
Oh, that's weird.
Same number. Let's go.
Okay. The shelf wobbles, but nothing happens. Had you failed, the shelf would have fallen.
Ooh.
But nothing happened, so you're fine on that part.
Nothing happened.
Alright. And she's
It
like,
never happened.
"Now, if you're going to go up in the mountains, I can help pick out some supplies for you." And she comes around, and you spend a few minutes gathering supplies, exchanging some things. It's mostly just trail food, a tent, ropes, potential climbing gear, first aid kits, lights, small little lanterns. Like, you're not getting, like, flashlights with batteries. You're getting, like, candle wick lanterns.
And I'm gonna make a point of grabbing 4 chocolate bars if she has any.
Oh, yeah.
One thing. Do you have any gumballs by chance?
Oh god.
Hold on a sec.
You've got an amazing world of gumballs.
Yeah, there's a... She thinks about it, like, there's a gumball machine outside. I don't know how fresh they are, but...
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for all your help and all of your stories. And she gives a little
Yeah.
bow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate your patronage. And she gives a bow in return. And you step outside in time to hear, and then with his own sword, I sliced his head off, and it rolled on the ground, landing in a cloud of dust.
Oh boy.
And that's how I killed a Japanese soldier trying to murder me.
But we're in Japan.
He was trying to murder me.
Okay, that's fair. That's very not.
It was back in the 1800s. It wasn't like it was, your modern technology times with
Okay,
your fancy
so-
radios and your automobiles.
So this wasn't during the war. Okay, cool.
Wars? No, I'm old as shit.
Is Junpei listening to this with like his hands and his chin in his hands, like this
Yeah.
badass old woman?
Yeah. He's utterly enjoying how fucking batshit crazy this lady is.
And that's why I'm the last priest of the Temple of Gromula.
That makes sense to me.
But nobody believes me because I'm old and kooky.
I fucking
Just
believe you,
thinking,
Granny.
Thinking to oneself, self-awareness off the scale.
Well, we have a map to where we're going and some supplies.
Woe doom be upon ye.
Hopefully
She
not.
smiles and waves like.
Oh gosh.
And as we're walking off, looking over her shoulder, Wendy's like, so if the weird shit is correct, as long as the statues around the place stay there, we should be fine.
You want to bet that they've been moved?
100 yen for it.
I got gumballs.
I got chocolate bars.
Eh,
I was also
Beef
just going to give you
jerky.
the chocolate bars.
Mhm.
I got beef jerky. I know.
Okay. How about you, Junpei? You want any chocolate bars?
Yeah, I'll
I
take a
got the
fucking
beef.
chocolate bar.
You.
I got the beef jerky because you like beef jerky. Come on.
Yeah, I like beef jerky because it's like a masculine food. Yeah.
Who doesn't like
You know.
chocolate though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
No, I love me some jerky. I'll fucking eat all of it.
I'll eat some jerky too. Come on.
And you begin your hike upwards of Mount Tanigawa to find the lost temple of Gramua. And since we got about 15 minutes before Shady's got to bounce, I think we're going to put a small kibosh on this point here. Tune
Okay.
in next time as the heroes explore what is really going on at the Temple of Gramua.
Ooh.
Good night, everybody. And remember, for your word of advice, there is a bear in your home. No, it's not there. It's in that other spot. You know which one. You don't? Well, have fun with that.